Hi guys, just a quick little video. I'm still on Tongue. Unfortunately, on the last stream, my computer crashed, and so apologies out to the viewers. Who was I had a couple of friends. Botsy, I think, was one, and one had just it was Botsy, Botsius, I think, and. More, if I've pronounced that right. So apologies to them followers who'd just joined the stream. If you watch it, Botsy puts adds a lot of good info. Anyway, that was float fishing. This may interest a few of you with the with Curie. The new trout taking live bait. Um, this is all credit goes out to the VK forum and the gentleman who found this spot. But basically, um, it's it's an active spot for Siberian Roach, as the screen suggests. Okay. So they'd be very tricky to hook. I've upped the hook from I was using 10's hook as the VK website suggested. And I've been struggling trying to balance the friction drag to I think he had slightly heavier bottom on, but I don't think it's necessary. But I think these bring about 2 to 3 silver each, you know, for around the 150 to 200 mark. So we'll have a run to the fish market before I close this off. But I'll show you where we are, and we're fishing at 140 147, and it's in the block or square of F4 in Lower Tunguska River. That's where we are. 140 147 coordinates. This is the setup, basic setup. It's not exact to the guy online. I may be able to link the actual guy whose credit goes to. What I've been doing is looking for looking on the VK forum for different language spots. What I haven't seen on the English speaking forums, and just converting them so that we have a chance of fishing these spots before they run dry, sort of thing. So this I'll see if I can bring it up. Should be able to do. Apologies if I crash out again. This is the bring it up on the. I've not got chat up yet, guys. If anybody's in chat, just give me 1 second. I'm just going to. I should have chat. Fortunately, nobody's in chat for the moment. what I will do is set it up again just in. Okay. Okay. Um, well, this is, if I swap over, this is the gentleman who's, this is the gentleman or the man or woman who's put the spot up. I can't actually read it, but if we click into it, you can see that's a bonny fish, isn't it? I think it's a big one anyway. I can't actually read it, but this is set up, and not sure if it's clear enough for you guys. Hopefully, you're seeing. Have a look. I don't think you're seeing the right transition it. Okay, I'll start again. I'll go back a couple. This is, in fact, that off a second. This is the vk.com PP4 Wikipedia website that I just nip on. This was the one to translate to other things to change over for us, not everything. Okay, so this looked interesting. Again, I'm not signed. So this is what we've been quoting for Siberian Roach, and this is his setup. Quite a heavy rig, but I believe these are light rods, a bit lighter than what I'm using. I'm struggling lifting the rod into the fish without the fish getting off at the moment, so there is a bit of a technique with it. He does have, I'm saying he, I hope it's a he or a she, well, it doesn't matter who it is, just thank you to these for finding the spot. But you can see they're all, there's a trophy there. See, they're all, this is where, that's the angle he's fishing, by the way. Make sure you've got your, when you're casting slightly downstream so that the tension's on the line when you get the fish. It's clipped at, I'm clipped at 8, but this actually says 7. This is the mix for the PVA, but you can put these ingredients into a ground bait and put them in a little cage, you know, a 20-gram cage or something like that, 10, 20. And you'll be able to make it if you've not got PVA mix ability. Just put it in a ground bait. You'll be able to, you know, go to the custom ground bait making and just add the base, the 4 ingredients, and then the attractant. And it doesn't even look like that on mine. I don't know whether the graphics are up or down on this server, but if you can see the tips of each rod there, it's just to the end of the, and it's going more or less straight down the line. And he's getting a lot of them, and it's just stabbing. In fact, I got a gibble and a crew and a stickleback, believe it or not, on a 8 souk. So yeah, so thanks to this person for the thing. I think that means coordinates, and I think that's flip. I'm taking it as 7 clip. That's what I was using, and it was yesterday that he posted it up. So thanks to that person. Okay, let's get back to chat and I'll get you back to the game. And so that was his setup. This is my setup adjusted from he was on 10s. He was on the I can't do that. I'll take it out of the water. He was on 8th Duke. Actually, that's a good weighted one. So I think let them go and let the stream get them. Let them pull the line and like get a bit of tension. And I've been striking just as they're taking them, and I've missed probably 2/3 of bites I've had. The rods feel a little bit heavy with it being a cheap rod. They feel a little bit heavy, top heavy. As I pick them up, the rod seems to tip down. Before there's like a lag before it lifts the rod. So if you've any very light picker rods or anything like that, be ideal for this sort of fish. But we are catching them. The reason I've shown this one is I've been collecting bait fish. I've been collecting bait fish. As you can see, we've got some Siberian Roach. They're only it's only a small gram window. I think it's 40 gram to 50 grams. So these are what I've caught today. A late minute. I'm going to try them on Curie Lake after to see if the char will take them, because the char has been taking the rough in the 30-meter hole off the little island near the bridge. So don't throw your old fish away. The burbot at night take these melly fish. The ones where the freshness have gone out of them completely. Zero freshness. The burbot and the char and a couple of lake trout have took. I think the bites are slow when they. But I've caught fish on the stale fish, really, isn't it? It's gone past its sell-by date, sort of thing. So yeah, I'll be trying them later on. But it might interest some of you guys to use as bait, as it's in the bait making. You may not have actually clicked on it as this one here, and I don't have any because I've already clicked them. There's more action through the day. I'm trying to think of anything I've not told you now, because I'm not going to stay on this one because I'm trying to I nearly said release them. That's not the word, is it? I've just made 2 streams. One of them my computer crashed on, so that wasn't very well. And the other one was a server maintenance. So I did a stream on float fishing, and I had to do another stream to make sure it was still active. So that's an updated one. That one, the PC crashed. I've got a problem with the motherboard. I need to buy a new one. So that'll be a while until funds can come in. But I just wanted to have the chance to apologise to anybody who was watching them or in the stream and it abruptly finished. So I do apologise to Botsy. Botsy mainly because he was in chat telling me information. So yeah, hopefully this will give you an idea of. I don't think I've mentioned it. Yeah, I have. But the VK site said 10, so if you find you're not getting so many bites, I was going for the bigger fish to see if I could get a trophy. You know, which will soon be. It's only I think 3.5 hour night, something like that, or 4 hour night time, and it comes. But it soon gets through the night time. This is what we've got and managed to get. So we got a. That's not a bad one. I don't know what the size of. I'm not sure on the size. What size is a trophy? But we'll keep going. I'll mess about with the hooks and see if we can. While we've not got bites, I'll go and run to the and show you what money they're worth. If anybody's wondering why all my grass is cut, I've took the grass quality down so that it's not realistic with all the weeds and stuff. I prefer it like this because as I'm running through it, when it's longer grass, I get travel sick myself. I'm quite travel sick, so that's the reason it looks like one of your local golf course. Obviously not on the fairway, more in the rough sort of thing. But be happy with rough like this, won't we? Took the back route then. It looked a bit faster that way. I'm not sure if there's. I think there might be one for one over. So that's what we're going to try for. That may be a trophy size, or not really. So we'll go and see what that 400's worth, because that's the biggest we got. The seven silver for that little fish. So you get 100 of them, 700 silver. So 100 gram is still looking at 130 grams per gain of silver. I think the size for, because I've gone up in oots, I've not got any of the smaller sizes now. Yeah. And what I didn't do was, let's see, it's not a lot, is it? For the, you know, I did a daytime really. But I would say that's a quarter of the bites I had. I missed 3/4 of the bites. Very tricky. I think it's a job for one of the better quality rods, a lighter rod. I'll not sell them. Go back and see what I get when I fill the net. I will be going back across the. If you watch the earlier stream, there's an active bobber box on the other bank. That's for the ear. If anybody's interested, just at this point here, between in that border of F8 to G8. So you get the boat, go around, park it up, and it's 15 meters at 143.52 to 146.52. Casting at 15 meters and between 1.2 and 1.5 meters deep. I was using worm, which worked well, but the VK site, which I was duplicating to see if it was still active. The VK site, the person who found the spot was using a sandwich of red worm and mayfly larvae. So you could use either of them and the stonefly larvae or normal worm. They always getting we're all catching, all getting bites. And this has not got a bite. So yeah. So it should. I'll cast it again, but it should actually, unless they've moved, we should be getting bites now. Daytime. So I'll just cast each one in again. Oh, hello, peace man. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I've been struggling. I don't know if you managed to watch the previous stream to this one. There's a good if you need to level your float, your bobber. There's a good active spot across the, which I was just saying at the F8 site. I was looking on the VK forum and there's a couple of things I thought I'd be able to just show, the followers and that. Did I show you the map last time you were on Fortune? I'll quickly show it you just in case you've not seen it. Bring it up. On this site, it's HTTPS double dot 2// and then it's that address. In fact, I've just put it in chat just in case you've not got it. How it works is you can go to any of our waters, or if you're looking for a fish to catch, you can actually sort it by fish and click the fish, and it'll tell you which waters they're on. You know, it won't show you all the waters. Them are the waters that Asper on you. So quite useful if you're targeting a certain fish. So yeah, so how it works is you can go 143, 552. This is where our float fish. Well, I actually moved up to 146, and we're getting slightly better bites. That was the second of three streams today. It weren't that. I moved up to 146, but they were both at 52. And what you do, you click that, and it shows you where you are. You can work out how far things are, like depth of pools, and you know how far the pool is. Say it's a bit closer, you know, like say on Old Berg. So I was fishing 15 meters out there at that point, but that's the point there. That's you know, and if somebody just gives you coordinates, you don't know what the thing is, but you can zoom in. You can move the map, so you can actually you just click on it again for get rid of it. So say you wanted to know how far the six were from shore, you'd click there, and so it's 54 to the number 6, I think, and you'd be able to know the far side of the deep hole and the close side, you know, and that you clip your bobber to the side. So I'll put that in chat. I'll get us back to the game. Hopefully you did see that, and I did bring the screen up for you. And I think I've lost me again. Goodness, I keep doing that, losing chat. If you're still there, Fortune, I'll bring chat up again. I think what I've been doing is, I'll see if it'll go back to. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've instead of opening a new that's the virtual interactive maps for Russian Fisher 4. It has written on it. It also has cafe. I should have done. It in its title it says Russian Fisher 4 interactive maps, cafe orders option, and I've not seen. I don't actually know how to work that yet. So. But looks like we've got a bit of action now. Let's see if I can read these. That's a big one. Oh, it's big on screen anyway. Oops. Anyway, I've only got a light. Well, it's not that light. It's 2 kilogram, but when you strike into it with a lead on, you put a bit of tension through it. So I'll have to take the time when I'm doing that. I'm sorry, Fortune. I lost you on chat because I opened a word. I'm saying what's the word again. So So I don't think I've got two chats open. I think it was just with opening the map, I actually with opening the map, I actually it advanced. It opened it in the browser, so it took me off the browser chat I had open. So apologies there. I'm clipped to date, and the VK site said 7, and I've got 8 suits on, and they said 10. But I think both ways will catch. If you're after baiting Siberian Roach, I would go 10 or less suits. I did get about 6 betas using the 10 suit. I've not had any since putting 8 suits on. Miss that one. That's how I've been missing them. Not real letting them go proper. You know how when I ignored it and I had the page open and I was messing about with the chat browser, I just left it, and they'd more or less do it themselves. When we come back into the game, or when I come back into the game, all the 3 rods have got tension on them. Maybe that's where you need to let them to come better. I mean, you guys might have better gear, like the, I think it is it called the Bosnian, not Bosnian, Bosnian picker rods. I think they're supposed to be good anyway and light, and these are a bit clunky for what I'm doing here. So if you are still there, Fortune, I'm sorry for losing you in chat, mate. And thank you for the best wishes of catching these roach. But if you wanna see the bobber fishing, it's quite active, and our catching broad, is it broad whitefish and pea-lead, I think they're called, or something like that. I was getting a lot of them fishing between 120, 1 meter 20 and 1 meter 50. At 15 meters at that 143, 143.52 coordinate. F8 on tongue. No, I think it's between 40 gram and 50 gram. That's the smallest I've seen for a while. But maybe once the big ones stop biting, there might be a time of day where the small ones, like say between 2 and 6, or 12 and 4. Say this midday where I'm sure I caught more little ones through the day and the bigger ones at night, but not as many bites at night. Okay, I'm not staying on too long. I just wanted to be able to apologise to the guys who were watching in the last stream. Really, knew I'd miss that. Flat. The direction flattened as I picked it up. I seems to be tipping the rod as I left, as if it's taking the weight but dipping it instead of just lifting from there straight up. It's like giving a dip in the action. I didn't notice that before. I'm not sure whether it's a new mechanic coming or anything. Not noticed that before with these rods. And, things to dip down as I pick the rod up. I thought this would be a nice one to cover, sort of thing, you know. As the language the other fights in is not really available for us guys. Might give you opportunity to farm some yourself, you know. Just going to show you something why I'm here. I'll have to put that rod away though. Leave the other two rods in for a minute. I mentioned it in the other stream that there's if we just run down this bank in a bit, it's actually towards where we're casting over there. If I bring that up, just from these little bits of rocks here, this area, you cast to there. It seems this area here is hotspot most of the time for the Siberian is it Cisco? I'll see if they're there. Every time I've cast there, they have been. See which. This has been doing very well. That one, if that doesn't work, the black one of the same start with the magnetic treble skirted red skirted S8 FS8, and then once you get in your bites, you can put the ukes bigger if you wanted. But this has been probably the best one. That and that black one I've just showed you, and one of the and these as well work. They catch all sorts. The East Siberian grayling and lots of fish. So it usually needs it a little bit faster than that, but usually every cast at this point you can get the Cisco. Watch it not be a Cisco. Yeah, Cisco. Every cast, and you put a bigger hook on them, they do go bigger. But yeah, just back of that rock there, and I use the speed reel for first few meters, and then let it go and it usually gets a Cisco every cast. My hands are free now, guys. I've got that Windows. I've got it set to about 3 seconds. It's the Windows setting for how long. I forgot how they word it, but it's on the advanced settings for your mouse in system, and it allows you to. If you just press the left keyboard, it won't latch. It won't. It won't hold it down if you let it go. But if you hold it for a certain amount of seconds, and you can define that in Windows. So if I cast in, like I'm casting in now, I'm holding the left button. If I hold the left button set for 3 turns round, now I can let go of my mouse and it's reeling in on its own. The mouse is not touching the mouse. So that's a setting you want to get used to. And sorry, my throat's so croaky. Again, that's one of the reasons I've not been doing any content for a while. I've got a bad chest and a bad throat, really. But yeah, you know, if Cafe Hardy comes up for Cisco's in them over there in them bricks on that other side, usually find a Cisco R2 if you're looking for. Usually more than that. Yeah, that got that close in actually, but it might have been following it a while. So on the stones, from them stones to the rock over there, and I usually like that. I think that's what. Usually that's how the baits are. You do a couple of turns with speed, pressing shift. Usually gets them, and it's not. It's a brown trick, but over there where the tip of the rod is, if you look across, see that slab. Oh, that slab. It's like a. You can see where I mean. It's like from where the lure's swinging, that slab up to them rocks. I usually try and cast to the back of that rock to the seam just on that area, more than in other places, sort of thing. So if you're fishing here and you want a lot of trout, you better move in a bit, because I've caught loads of Cisco's here. Not quite getting as far as. I think the closer you get to the edge, the more bites you get, really. Just thought I'd show you that one. Yes. Quickly just bang the. I think this is the S1. I'll just try the big one I have with that. So this is a 2R2. Now let's just see if they'll get a big system. That's the one I've been using. It's another spot, and if you want to mix it up and that. We'll catch a lot of fish in different species for level. Although if you're a tongue, you probably are already leveled on your spinning and stuff. Go and save up and get one of them casting setups what can cast a bit further. Brown. I've had some trophy brown trout from just further down on the bend in them reeds. Got bites, biting them. Can't hear them. I did hear something of them. Might as well just show you the three hottest spots that I know of thing. I'll just do a couple of casts in each. So if you look at that, it's like, well, it goes out to a sort of point there. So you can cast for that gravel, cast in the hole, and you know the catch a lot of brown trout casting for that Christmas tree, the little one there. And I don't know whether it's an optical illusion, but sometimes the river seems like it's running a bit faster. It may not be, it may be its same speed up time, but sometimes I feel I have to cast up to that tree on the other side. But so this was the one what was shown on Roz's site. Get a lot of quite bigger fish here. The tame and the Arctic char stuff, and I've actually done better on the black lure. Expect it. So that was aiming for the middle where that mark. Don't be scared of pressing shift to speed it up. See that triggered it. Hopefully that's not a. That was because I didn't want to lose some of these. My ratchet is worn a little bit. It may not be as big as it's acting at the moment. Hopefully it's a big. Hopefully it might be a big brown trout. It might be just a tiny little tame and about 2 kilograms. it's not a big fish, but nice XP for it. Okay, so I think that was casting at the dirt part. I do cast up there. Can hear our other rods going, and that's what the advertisement. Sorry, that's what the title of the thing was for. But you can see this is an active place at the moment. I was going to show that you're the island spot as well. I'll quickly run round and show you that. That's been active for me. They seem everywhere, they're following me then. Right, so there's that one. I do okay on the corner, but not as good as the island and that spot. This is okay aiming for the over the casting. I start off casting here and then work across and fan round to about here, and then once I've done that, I move down a little bit and cast to where, cast from there, coming down, reeling in as the river's bringing it down. But the second best spot I've found, I mean, Grozzy's got spots where you know, you cast up to the boulder there and let it go round. There's fish all up here. Trying to show you the spots. If not right before. I've seen one Grozzy did one aiming up there at them two trees. He was a little bit further up actually, probably from here, casting up these two trees, so that rock, letting it go and bringing it inside the island. So the arc is that you're casting across as far as you can for there, but once it comes round here, it's inside this part and then back up to you. I've had pike taking it, pike and pink salmon taking it really close. So always pause the spinner, don't bring it straight out, just give them a chance to come, and you'll see them coming out of the gloom and come and taking your spinner. There are more spots further up, but one of my favourite spots of the last couple of weeks where I've done quite well is, yeah, this spot here. That'll be just down here. May have been just that other. I usually fish on the protrusions, you know, the bits what stick out slightly more into the river. But this casting up to that, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little bush on the other side there. Casting to that bush and letting it come. So from that bush to that rock is where I cast as close to this gravel island as I can. Didn't mean to. That's one of them things with that setting. Sometimes you do a accidental click. The other place was So that with the bush, the other one with these stones. Same thing. It just, what happens is it actually goes slightly a different arc, but covers a bit more river, you know. So just go round like a clock, like a segments of a pie or something. Every 5 minutes of a clock, and you're covering the water and with different arcs and that, you know. That's it, really. The other one is right at the end, aiming at the big flat face of the mountain from that tip. Just before you get out, there's some boulders in the water passing across to there. But this seems quite a active spot. You know, and I don't want them much bigger than this. This is fine. I mean, getting the East Siberian grayling, some of these are in the 2000s to 10. I mean, less than a kilogram pink salmon, 10,000 XP sort of thing at these spots, you know. So definitely give them 3 spots a go. Well, I won't bother with the Cisco spot unless you're after Cisco, but these two. Really active, and if you've got the casting gear, you can cast the full length of the river. The reason I picked the 2 spots, you know, the XP is really good. For small fish sort of thing. The reason I fish this area is I can nearly reach the island, and it's a narrower river up there, and right at the end the river narrows out again. I'll not go to that one. It's near the end, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little showing you spinning spots. There are a few further upriver as well. One's against a big boulder. That's around here. Somewhere around there's a big boulder on the other side, and then a bit further up there's a tree in water. So I get downriver to them, and I cast slightly upriver to the 2 dots in the big boulder, and to the tree in the water on the other side. So that's like 5 spots you can go at. There is a spot here on this bend where you can float fish as well. It comes straight down there like that. And from that same spot, if you cast along that side through the trees, what are in the water, you can get salmon along that banking with the black homemade lure. And I'd best get back to that the rod. I do apologise for the people who just wanted the roach and nothing else, but hopefully that's give you something else to do, you know, when you do get here, or something to look forward to when you get here. See these little points what stick out of like that's further into, because I can't cast so far. I'd you know how it narrows out there. Cast up for that boulder there. Let it go round. And then it'll come back down this way. There's the the campsite, you know, if you need to do any more mix